I'm going to water glass some of my fresh eggs that I have gotten from my hens. And this is a new process for us. We have been keeping all of our eggs out in the garage. You should see them in the springtime. It is just packed full. And a lot of times I have to just start giving them away and selling and all of this. So this year we're going to be smart about this because eggs have gotten expensive at the store from what I hear. I haven't bought an egg in probably 5.5 years. But what you need is some good clean eggs. You don't want your eggs to be washed. Do not wash your eggs, but you want them to be clean and not have a bunch of stuff all over them. Like this one. I don't know if y'all can see that. See all that? Yeah, you don't want, I'm going to put him back here. I'm not going to use that one because there's another one over here that had some stuff on it. I'm going to put those in my fridge and use those now. But all these other ones that are so pretty, I'm going to put them in my jar for water glassing. So what it is, you use this lime and it just forms a glass around the egg to keep any bacteria or anything from getting inside. And kind of stops the process. Just makes them like fresh from day one after you take them out. So what you need is some of this pickling lime. You can also get big bags at like Home Depot and Lowe's that are like 50-pound bags. I don't need that quite yet, so I just got the smaller bag. And you need just regular tap water. You need something to keep it in, which I'm using a 1-gallon jar. And I have a lid that goes on the jar. You can do this in a bucket. You can do it in a 5-gallon bucket. Just make sure that whatever you use is food grade. And that's basically it. You just have to mix this up and put your eggs in there. But I'm going to show you real quick. All right, so get your jar and try not to make a mess as you pour your liquid in here. I have 2 quarts of water right here. So I know that those eggs are going to displace. I don't know if y'all can hear me over this water. I'll stop talking for a second. The eggs, when you put them in there, they're going to start displacing that water. So I'm not exactly sure how much I'm going to need. So we're going to start with 2 quarts. And I've already measured out how my ounces. You use 1 ounce of lime to 1 quart of water. So I have 2 quarts in here. I'm going to use 2 ounces. I went and figured out how much my ounce was. And on mine, I guess they could all be different. But on this, it was just like a heaping 1/4 cup. So that made it a little easier for me to do this. So there's 1 ounce. And here is 2 ounces. Whew, you don't want to breathe in those fumes. And you want to stir it so that that lime dissolves in there. Okay. Once you get to a point where you scrape the bottom and pull up and you don't have any more powder on it, then you know that you've got it pretty good and dissolved. All right, I'm going to get a paper towel, a dry paper towel, not a wet paper towel, because, pull my sleeves up, there are some of these that just have some feathers on them. They're clean, but they're not washed. Remember that. Okay. See if I can get this where y'all can see. I know probably everybody knows, but there's a pointy side to an egg and there's a large rounded side to an egg. I want to put these pointed side down as much as possible. Yes, they're going to try and turn back over, Some of them may float though, because there's a little air pocket. In there, and they'll kind of float that way. And that's all you do. Pointy side down. Just sit them in there. And I'll just keep doing this, and then I will come back with you when I'm done. Alrighty, I got 25 eggs in here. I probably could fit probably 2 more, 3 more in here. So as eggs come in, I will add them to this. I had 5 eggs over here that I just wasn't real happy with the way that they looked. They weren't as clean as I wanted. So that's all I'm going to put in this one. I may add another 1 or 2 as they come in, but that's it. So they're all covered. So 2 quarts is all I had to put in this one. So I'm going to close it up, and I'll put a label on top of this with the date. That way I will not forget when I put these in here. And whenever I go to need an egg, I can just come to my jar, open it up, pull out an egg, and wash it. You want to be sure that you wash it because you don't want your egg to come tasting like a lime or tasting like the lime. But that is it, guys. It's super, super easy. It took 5 minutes to do it. I think it took me longer figuring out how much 1 ounce of this lime was. But that's it. I put it on a cool shelf, probably with all of my canning goods. And we have eggs that are going to be ready for us to eat and just be there for the next year. So you guys go water glass you some fresh eggs. And don't forget, they have to be fresh eggs. It cannot be from a store, okay? Don't forget that. Don't go trying to do this with some store-bought eggs because it won't work. You'll have a nasty, yucky, smelly mess. So, that's it. That's all I got for you today. Y'all go water glass some eggs. Talk to y'all later. Bye.